Here's a video on how to graph a exponential function that's been translated. Over here is a generalized graph of e to the x, 2 to the x. As long as the base is larger than 1, this is what the graph is going to look like. It basically crawls along the negative x-axis, hits this point, which will be 0, 1, and then it takes off to infinity after hitting that point. So when we graph this thing, we're just going to move the picture over here around to fit the information. For instance, this positive 3 is going to move the graph up 3. This negative sign is going to flip it over the x-axis. Generally what I say is it flips over the horizontal. We're going to translate the x-axis someplace else and it'll flip over that line. The negative 2 here is going to move us right 2. So when I start graphing this, I'm going to put in an imaginary axis, a horizontal one for the x-axis at 3 up, and I'm going to move my y-axis right 2. So I'm going to have these you can either call them reference axes or imaginary axes. So we get this. And here's the up 3 line, and here's the right 2. So this over here is y equals 3, and this line here is x equals 2. And I'm going to pretend that these are my original axes, like in this picture up here. So if I was going to draw the graph with just the 3 and the 2, the exponential graph would crawl along this axis, hit 1 up from the origin, so it would be here, and would take off to infinity. The only thing that changes that picture is that negative sign. This negative sign is going to flip it over the line y equals 3. So instead of crawling along the top of this line, it's going to crawl along the bottom. It's going to hit the point 1 down from the intersection of these two lines, or the translated origin, and then it's going to take off to negative infinity. So I'm going to get a picture that looks something like this. Hard to draw on this thing. Hit this point, and then shoot off to negative infinity. This is what the graph looks like using a computer program. Pretty much fits the information. From the graph, of course, we can find that the domain of this thing is all real numbers, and the range of it is going to be smallest number, negative infinity, to the largest value it's ever going to get, which is this 3, but it's never ever going to touch it. That's it.